Hello guys, my name is RAMADHIKA, and in this morning I have interesting topic that I want to share with you guys. It's about black metal. Okay, black metal. What are you thinking when you heard the name? I bet majority of y'all will think something like brutal behavior, a non-believer music, of course, corpse pain and non-structural music, which is considered as non-artistic music, and lack of messages. This bunch of people having fun together, screaming her heart out, preaching nihilistic poetry while jamming music instruments in fast pace, or we call it tremolo. Black metal start from shards of thrash metal, death metal, and hardcore punk. According to Wikipedia, it all started during early to mid 80s, and bands such as Venom, Merciful Fate, Celtic Frost, Bathory, Hellhammer, etc. took part as a pioneer, or we call it as a first wave of black metal. And the second wave of black metal terrifyingly gave birth at Norwegia, or Norwegia, excuse my mispronunciation. Black legions such as Dark Throne, Mayhem, Immortal, Burzum, etc., Gorgoroth, those bands has massive impact on black metal growth worldwide. Many of new bands worldwide, especially in Indonesia, made them as the role model to help them to find their own original sounds to compete with others. But once we hear theirs, we can easily tell which band influenced them, like right off the bat. Okay, in this beautiful morning, I will talk about my insight of one of particular genre that often being overlooked, and let us see if we can learn one or two things from genre that offers nihilistic. Okay, first, they have obscure lyrics. It's publicly infamous that black metal lyrics offers nothing but inhuman interpretations, inferiority, and social unethical poetry. Once I used to misperceive them, and I took it as it be, and I enjoyed the genre that way. But I'm fascinated by their vulgar gimmick they embracing as I listening to every song they drop. But human can grow, can it? Black metal genre eventually grow in me and teaches me valuable lessons no others dare to tell. Kinky truth that we attract to violence. We might hate violence, but we attract to it. Because violence is our way to get an attention. For someone who dying to convey the message, someone who has story to tell, but they are well aware that they are voiceless. Demonic poetry uses to metaphorically tell the story of real life situations. For example, for example, Dark Throne in Katarian Life Code wrote something like this: face of the goat in the mirror, we have become a race of the cursed seeds. I enter the soul of the snake. That's interesting, of course. But how I found it interesting? Here's my minor opinion on those lines. Goat and snake or symbolism ever since ancient time, representing the demon or the one who commit evil. Cursed seeds are perceived as seeds of Abel, the one who commit hideous thing to our forefather. Once we see evil in the mirror, which means reflection of ourselves is no longer metaphorically good, we become Abel-like, willing to commit evil things as we enter the soul of the devil or the evil, which biblically evil. Uh, Richard Byard, in his journal Fiction, Poetry, and Mental Health, Expressive and Therapeutic Uses of Literature Words, wrote something like this. People with experience as mental health clients, mental health nurses, writers, or other professionals have used literature to benefit mental health service users in various ways. Okay, lyrics are our mirror image, manifesting in words, and if we literally sing it out or make a song out of it, it takes sonic form, which fastest way to reach somebody else. But sometimes lyrics are tricky. Lyrics are tricky, just like an art. We need to self-encrypt it to get a bigger picture of what were they talking about. And still, at the end of the day, would be just our perceive. It would never be absolute righteous. It tickles your mind to think deeper than you usually do. That's what I call art. I enjoy seeing things others cannot see. The mystique. Okay, last is their intense instruments. I believe music has voices, not overall music, but the instrument itself. For me, it speaks volume as much as vocals do. The, that they might sound unscientific, but I mean what I say what I mean. Surprisingly, there are research that specifically explain this matter. Music uses different aspects of sounds to improve your your physical well-being and emotions. How it works depend on the method used. Quote by Healthline.com at 2020. It happened to me. And after I put serious consideration, I put everything into account and concluding listening to black metal music could improve your mental health using Bonnie method, which uses classical music which black metal often use, such as harp, violin, piano, etc., and imagery to help explore personal growth, consciousness, and transformation, and the fact that black metal is closely related to folk music and poetry makes it even more convincing to me. So everything is made for a reason and must be beneficial. The fact that black metal is looked down even among others metal genre is correct. It's absolutely correct. But as a fan of the genre, I disagree a disagreeing narrative speech made by people who don't even pay close attention to the genre. Because if we take a closer look to the genre, we can point out that there is a benefit, there is a pros and cons obviously, but there is a benefit that black metal genre can offers to us, and we can deny that facts. So if you don't listen to black metal music, but you don't listen to black metal music, do yourself a favor and listen to it once. Enjoy the music, the vibe, the lyrics. Break it down. Do yourself a favor, break it down, and you can, and I bet you can finally see that the black metal is not as dark as the name, as the name of the genre. You know, because we can find, because the facts that I can found colorful inside, colorful trait inside monochromatic genre, it's astonishing. It's astonished me. I think that's all that I can speak about in this video. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video.